Stayed up so long I thought I would go blind. You don't believe a single word that I'm saying.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, All Things GarageBand. I'm Jeremy Hawes. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to use the mvMeter2 by Pt.3 Audio. It's a free third-party plugin, a VU meter, you know, for your audio level. Make sure you're not peaking or clipping your signal, basically, or if it's too quiet. I already made two videos, part 1 and part 2, on the first one was where you can go find that, download the third-party plugin, the mvMeter2, and then install it. The second one was showing you guys where you can find it in GarageBand once you've done that, and then set it up correctly and use it. Okay, but I did leave out, I forgot that if you're starting out new on GarageBand, in the settings, if you don't have a certain thing checked off for the plugins and the third-party plugins, that it won't show up correctly. So I want to make another video showing you how to use the mvMeter2 a little more in depth too, not just the peak, you know, for the clipping the signal, but also the RMS. I'll show you what I mean in just a second, and also how to make sure it shows up correctly and to use it correctly. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Woohoo! Alright guys, if you guys want to follow along, I'm going to go ahead and open up GarageBand here, okay? So this is, poor me, this is a song that I've already released. I used this last time to show you guys how to use the mvMeter2. I just didn't explain everything correctly or completely. I want to do a better job of it actually, so I'm updating it basically. Yeah, and also I want to show you guys how to make sure that mvMeter2 shows up correctly also, or any of your plugins to get, you know, so you can see your amps, your guitar amps and stuff like that, because GarageBand, when you're first starting off in the settings, it's got a default setting that doesn't show the way you want it to, basically. So I'm going to show you guys how to fix that also. But okay, so we're gonna first off, I'm gonna hit play, and I'm gonna give you an idea what the song sounds like, and then go from there. All right, get the idea? Cool. Okay, so in a minute I'll get to the master track, and I'll show you guys how to set up your master track and the mvMeter2, so you can hear all your tracks going through it. Okay, but first off, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys with a single track. Let's find a guitar track. Let's say, all right. And I'm going to show you guys how to, because when you're first recording guitars or bass guitar and your audio track, vocals or anything, you want to make sure that you're not clipping the signal. It's not too loud or too quiet, too weak, especially if you're sending your stuff off for someone else to mix and master it, because they'll throw your stuff away and tell you to redo it again. And it sucks after doing a really cool performance on your guitar or bass or vocals, and then get it sent back to you saying they can't help you. You clip the signal. There's no fixing a clip signal. It just sounds bad. It's digitally distorted. It won't work with plugins right. You can't fix it. A weaker signal, you can turn it up somewhat, you know, so it's okay to be a little quieter, but not clip the signal. So excuse me. So when you first you're laying down guitars or bass or vocals, you might want to lay down the track first, you know, on your audio interface, of course, like make sure that it's not peaking, going to red on this, you know, when you turn up the signal part where it's in the green, when you're singing through it or playing with a microphone, or if you're plugged straight in with your guitar or bass, make sure it's not clipping there, you know, and you got all your things set up right on your audio interface first off. But unfortunately, GarageBand doesn't have a great VU meter or level meter. It only gives you these guys to work with, you know, and that's not really telling you much. So you can first set it up on your audio interface right, make sure the signal is going through there, not clipping there, and then once you start recording, then you can play it back through your VU meter or mvMeter2, whatever you want, level meter, and make sure that it's recorded in a decent area, okay, and it's not clipping there also, okay. So and that's just a good practice to do, okay. So let's go ahead, and what I'll do is, okay, let me single out the guitar part real quick. That's the left ear. Put it right ear too. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're on the track. Make sure you're not on master here. We're gonna go to track. Make sure the track you're using is lit up right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of what can I get rid of? There's too many plugins on here. I gotta use one of these plugins for something else. Let's just go ahead and I'll do this right now. We'll use this. Okay, so we're going to go over to mvMeter2, which I have it in the recents, but you won't have it if you just installed it. You got to go down to Audio Units and go to Pt.3 Audio. Okay. And I do have another video, it's part 1 of the mvMeter2, where you can go find it, download it for free, and install it. Okay, so here we are. Bam. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and then you got to click on it for it to show up here. Okay, so this is not showing up right, obviously. Let me even show you the amp designer. It won't show up right either, also. If you don't have it turned off, the right thing turned off at the default deal in the settings, I'll show you that right now, how to change that. Okay, so first off, we're going to go up to GarageBand and go down to settings, not your system settings for your Mac, but GarageBand settings here. Okay, click on that. See, we're in general. That's where we want to be. We're going to go down to open plugins in control view by default and uncheck that. Okay, all right, now we're golden. We're good to go. So let me hit the mvMeter2 now. Bam, there it is. Ow. All right, and same with your amp designer. You'll see your amp designers now and stuff like that. Okay, that's it's good practice to know that. It took me a long time to learn that one, so I got some comments going, hey, it's not showing up right, so I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure it's working for you guys. Okay, so now say we just laid down the guitar track. What you'll do is you'll throw mvMeter2 on that plugin, the very last plugin on the track. Okay. And then next, this is really important. Always remember to do this. Go to initial, go down to factory, and go all the way down to peak setting. Okay. And now that we're on peak setting, I'll go ahead and hit play. All right, so you can see I recorded this slightly a little too quiet, but because you really want to record anywhere from -3. You want it to bounce from -3 to -6. Okay, I'm just a little under that, which is totally fine. We can fix that. That'll work just fine. You just don't want to be down the 20s, and you don't want to be over -3. You want to leave some headroom. You do not want to get close to a digital 0 here, okay? So that's why we say it's good to go to -3 and try to stay anything below -3 and between -3 and -6, okay? You want to leave some headroom, okay? And so where I'm at is fine. And just to let you know, let me hit play. You can refresh these, because sometimes when you first hit play, it'll get stuck real high or something. So you just click on these bad boys and refresh these. This is your left ear and your right ear. What I can do here, just so I can see it, both ears in one, I'll go ahead and click that to make it, this is both ears in one, like mono, or it's still stereo, but mono. Okay, so I'm going to click on these after it's playing and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay. You might get stuck, so you can click on it right when you first hit play. So that's good. That's right where I want to be. Anywhere between -3 and -6. It's a little below that, but that's fine. Because you can turn up your signal a little bit later on with your amp sims, all that stuff. It's still a good signal, okay? So you don't have to be perfect with this stuff, but you do the one main thing. Like I said, you do not want to get close to digital 0. Really try to stay -3 or below, okay? So that's basically how you do a peak signal. And there's also different, let me open this back up. There's different, let me go down here. There's different settings. There's like RMS, there's RMS standard, and there's VU standard. These are all total different settings. Like RMS is, okay, peak is where it's showing you where the signal, the farthest the signal is going to go, the highest it goes, and you don't, you want to check your whole song, especially your loudest part of your song. I'll show you just what I mean on the master track. You want to set the recycle at the most loudest part of your song and make sure that does not get past -3 no matter what for your whole master track. RMS is basically, it's what it's doing all the time, where it's about all the time. And guitars you really want around anywhere from like 20 to, I like it RMS to be anywhere like -20 to -16. That's a good area for me anyways. That's what I like. And but at peak, unfortunately you can't do a peak signal and RMS at the same time. It just, Logic Pro, they do have a level meter that you can actually set up both, so you can see if it's clipping the signal, if it's too quiet, and where it's at as it's always going. Okay, so let me show you RMS, what I mean real quick. See, that's a good spot. Yeah, that's where we want it. You know, anywhere between negative 20 is kind of low, but or yeah. So, but 17.4 is good. That's golden. That's where it's at most of the time. Okay, that's RMS. So that's the difference. And those are the only two that I use. That's important to me. There's a bunch of different ones you can check, and they all do slightly different things. But those are the two that you'll use the most. Okay. And so again, you can change it right here. Go down to here and go to peak. Again, we can play and then change this. Clip on. There we go. Okay, I'm at a good spot. And you'll see if I turn this up or down, it doesn't matter. It's the signal that's recorded. So you can see I can change the volume here, but that doesn't matter right now. It's still going to show you the final result. Okay. So what I like to do is I'll plug in my guitar, and as I'm recording, I'll kind of use this to see if it's peaking, just to kind of get an idea if it's at -3 or low when I'm playing. Then I'll record a real quick clip, okay, and then I'll play it back through here and see if it's in between -3 and -6, and if it's close enough, you're golden. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, that's for individual track settings. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go to master track. Now I'm going to show you guys how to set it up in the master track. This is really important for all your tracks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and undo this one, and let me see where that's at, and we turn this back to it's a right ear, should be left ear. This should be right ear. All right, I'm splitting. I do one take left ear, one take right ear, and then another take for the guitars to give it a big wide sound. I'll explain that in other videos. It's professional. It's the way they do it to record music these days. Is you get the big wide sound. The more takes you do, the close, and you want to be as close as possible when you're recording your guitar parts. Okay, so yeah. And the more sloppy you are, I should say, it'll sound more chorusy or spacey. If that's what you want, some songs that's meant for it, but it depends on what your genre, what type of music you're doing, what type of song project you're working on, okay? So now we're on master track. Make sure you hit this master right here, okay? So we're going to go down to, I'm going to go ahead and take this off real quick. We're going to go down and put the mvMeter2 on the master track. Make sure it's the very last plugin in all of your plugins here, okay? So we're going to go down to Audio Units, TV Pro Audio, mvMeter2. Okay, and then I'm going to click on that, and it's going to show up there. Okay, remember we got to set this to factory to peak standard. Okay, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and play this part now, and we're going to hear the whole song where it's at. Okay. Did you see that? When what happens when you first hit play, it will jump up higher than it really is. It's because all the sound is coming through at once. So remember, you just click on this area with your mouse to refresh it, okay? And this is kind of like the RMS I was talking about earlier. This is the current, what it's doing, but this is on this side. Let me clip. On this side here, this is where the highest part it peaks at, okay? And you never want that to go past -3. If you go past -3 a little bit, it's okay. You don't want to get close to -0, so don't freak out if it's a little past that, okay? And there's ways to fix that with other plugins, okay? And I can show you that in another video, but I just want to show you guys real quick kind of how the mvMeter2 works, okay? And make sure that you knew how to in the settings how to make sure it shows up right also, okay? So as you can see, it's in a good spot. Okay, now you can see it does jump, because I did fix it. It does jump to 2.6, which is fine. I mean, you really don't want to get any lower than that, but that's with all the things going. When you start, and I'll have another video showing you guys, it's more advanced stuff. I'll show you guys how to actually go through and set all your levels right once you've got them all recorded, your whole song's done and recorded. How to take off all the plugins that you don't like, all the extra reverb. You don't want all the reverbs on, all this other stuff going on. You just want like your basic raw tracks. Maybe your amp sim is okay. And if it's baked in there like an amp sim and the reverb on the amp sim, that's okay also. But you don't want to have extra reverbs on your voice and all those stuff when you're going and doing this. And I'll show you what I mean in another video it's just it's more in-depth stuff, mixing and mastering. It's total crazy. It's a lot of fun though, but there's a lot to learn, and I'll get to that soon. I'm just trying to get through videos on more beginner stuff and get you guys acclimated to GarageBand. So anyways, so basically we're good there. I can go through and I can use another plugin to actually turn down the volume a little bit, but I got it set up pretty close. Okay, 2.6, 2.7 is not bad. We don't want to get close to digital 0, but that's why you aim for -3 to -6. You really, because I had most everything in that area, but the more you pile on there, the higher it goes up. Okay, and I'll show you that in another video. So. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, anything to do with GarageBand on your Mac, your iPad, or iPhone, please check out my channel, All Things GarageBand. If you guys want to learn how to use GarageBand's bigger brother, it's like GarageBand on steroids, it's called Logic Pro, please check out my channel, All Things Logic. I'm Jeremy Hawes. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That leaves it wide open. See you guys.
Word that you're saying, look on my face, you know that I ain't playing. Through the walls and through our lies, stayed up so long I thought